Welcome back to another video at Coyote Classics. I'm Dalton.
I'm Chad.
And it's been a couple weeks since we did a full dealership tour and showed you some of the new inventory. And that's what we're going to do today. Got a lot of neat cars we're excited to show you. We'll also go through the showrooms, check out the shop, show you some of the projects that the guys are working on in the back. Should be a fun video.
All right, I'm excited to show everyone, Dalton, this 1970 Chevelle, and then behind us, another big block 72 Chevelle.
So these ones out here, at least these three, are going on the site today. We're also going to do a walk around test drive video that you can find on our channel, going over all the cars and doing a test drive, showing you what works, what don't, and most importantly, how much power they have. Now this 70 Chevelle's got some power. Tell them about the engine on this, because that's pretty neat.
So I didn't know when we bought this one, but we decoded it. It is a 1970 Chevelle LS5 360 horsepower engine underneath the hood of this 1970 Chevelle. So that makes it super cool and very valuable as well.
Yeah, rare engine to find. I'm excited to test drive this one later, see what kind of balls it's got. Beautiful black interior. I love the white with the black stripes, black vinyl top, and them old school Kreger SS wheels.
And you know what? These Kregers are 17, so you can't really call them old school.
No, a little bit bigger than old school, but very neat. If we go to the right, then we have a 1961 Impala bubble top. These are pretty hard to find cars. This one's just a survivor. Still needs to go through the shop. Still has some work to do on that before it's ready for sale.
You know what? I've never even looked under the hood of this one, D. I think it's just a little 283, but
yeah.
Oh yeah, a little 283, no power steering, no power brakes, but really clean under the hood.
Yeah, just a unique car. And again, if you go online and look for 61 bubble tops, you're not going to find very many. The ones you do find, a lot of times they're over 100 grand. So that one's just a nice little survivor 61 bubble top with a beautiful roof line.
Did you kind of check out the interior on this one too, D? You know, great color combination, the white with the red on the outside, red interior, still original carpet and everything in this one.
Yeah, it's very sharp. And this Nova, I spent an hour this morning just kind of going over all the documents and decoding everything on this car. Original SS, numbers matching, 350, 300 horsepower engine. And the quality of this is excellent. Restored to its original autumn gold exterior paint color, black vinyl top, black interior, everything just how it would have came from the factory. Also has two of the original Body by Fisher build sheets.
It's got power steering and brakes as well. So just a really nice car and a great color combination.
Yeah, it really is. Now we're going to jump all the way down to the other end and check out two cars that are on the site and getting videoed today.
How can you pass up this car, D? 1968 Dodge Charger. Dalton, tell them about this car a little bit. You went and picked this one up last week.
I went and picked it up last week. We actually had this car 3 years ago and sold it to what is now the third owner. When we first bought it a couple of years ago, it was a 2-owner car, original miles, 68 Charger with a 4-speed and a 383 underneath the hood. 68s are very rare, very hard to find. Obviously the first year of this body style.
And every single thing works on this one. The hideaway headlights, the factory clock, and this is a 4-speed. 440 with a 4-speed, just a great car.
Yeah, really neat.
This one will hopefully be done towards the end of the week. We got to check it in yet and just adjust the idle, and that one's ready to roll.
And so some of these ones that are not on the website aren't going to have prices, but you can call your salesman and we can kind of give you an idea of where it's going to be for a price. Now this one does have a price, and a good one at that. This is priced at $39,995. And it's a 72 Chevelle with big block with air conditioning and a really nice interior.
The guy spent $17,000 on this here in the last couple of years. All new bucket seat console interior, SS dash, vintage air, Dakota digital gauges. Just a really nice car. The paint's older, probably 10, 12 years old. So it's lost its luster a little bit, has a few chips. But all in all, really nice turnkey car.
Sounds good, drives good. It's got a good look to it.
What about this one, D? I think you're the one who took this in on trade.
This came in on trade a while back. Been waiting for some parts. Finally got it up on the website. Really clean car. Grand Torino.
You know what? I kind of look comps up on these things and they bring good money. And this one's excellent. I mean, the condition of it's had one repaint. The interior is absolutely gorgeous. What, 77,000 miles, something like that?
Yep.
If I remember right.
They're pretty neat. I love the front ends on them, even with the big old bumpers. But the interior is the most beautiful part in my opinion.
I think my mom had one of these. Maybe my mom's interested. I should call her.
You should. These two cars here, something that just came in on trade, just waiting to run through the shop and do our thing to them.
This one's got new paint. We drove this car home about 35 miles. Really cool. We drove both of them home, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
I can't wait to see this bird all cleaned up.
Yeah, it'll be a neat car. Should we go inside and show these guys the showrooms?
Let's do it.
All right, so as we come inside, we're gonna go through the showrooms. First car that we see as we come in is our 1967 Pontiac Firebird convertible.
And Dalton, I am so surprised that this one's still here. I mean, it's a fantastic car. It runs good, drives good. I love the stance of it. It has the original interior still. I mean, you can see just a little seam split. How many 67 Firebirds are out there with the original interiors that look like that.
Not very many. Really good car. And so is this Mercury Comet. Again, the 64 Comet Cyclone. It's just kind of one of those novelty cars where not a whole lot of people have had them or had a tie to them, but just a really neat and rare high-powered Mercury.
Well, that's what's really cool. I mean, you take something like this into a car show, no one's even seen hardly. Most people haven't even seen one of these before, and then you have the dual snorkel hood. Factory 4-speed. Isn't that a good looking car? I mean, it's going to win some shows for somebody that wants to take something to a show that not everyone has seen before.
And I'm excited about showing you this showroom. Chad and I spent some time last week and got everything arranged. It's always tricky trying to do new things with the cars, have them look good in the showrooms. But we've been dabbling a little bit in the new modern muscle cars. We got a couple lined up here. A 2007 Shelby GT 500 with 12,000 original miles.
And the Vet I bought brand new, 2022 Vet. I love it. I put 14,000 miles on it. Things change. Now I live on a gravel road, so it doesn't do me any good to drive this beautiful car. So how about this 1970 Camaro SS Tribute? We have to say it's an SS Tribute. We can't prove it's a real super sport. Really beautifully restored car inside and out, and cold AC and everything works great on it. Original color too. This one right here is a 1976 Camaro. I'm going to call it a resto mod because it's got the shaved door handles. But other than that, that's about it. It's got a built V8, aluminum heads, 4-speed manual transmission, and just a gorgeous show car.
There's not too many of those, later second-gen Camaros that look like that and still look like a muscle car.
And the performance is awesome. Watch the video. I mean, that front end comes right off the ground almost. And we talked about dabbling. Here's another dabble that we just made. 1970. Is this a 5? Yeah. 75 Datsun 280Z, little 4-speed, runs and drives great. Watch the pictures and video on that one as well. Just a nice quality car, $27,995.
I'll tell you what though, when we drove it, I was impressed with it. It's a damn good car.
I was impressed with the room it had for those big boys in there.
I didn't think we'd fit in there, but we did, and there's plenty of room to spare. This Nova's one that I really like, 1967 factory Tau turquoise. Just a really nice 4-speed car, numbers matching motor, really sharp. We have another one that we'll be previewing hopefully in a few weeks when it gets back from paint.
1972 Nova. We never even got a chance to do this video. This is an awesome car. Let's just show them quick what's under the hood. I put this one on the website on Thursday. I sold it Friday afternoon late. The guy's going to have a lot of fun with this one.
Yeah, that's a cool car. Didn't stick around very long.
Also, 65 Super Sport Impala. We don't get many of them, but I have another one we're going to show you here in just a little bit in the back shop.
And then a couple neat little cars right here. I love this gold 68 Mustang. But another one that I really like is this old Model A pickup.
You know what? We took this down you have to watch this video. It's pretty funny. Taking this down the road, 45, 50? You were a little nervous.
It felt like we were going 100.
Yeah, you were super nervous.
These things I don't think they were built to go 50 miles an hour back in the day.
Well, it's super clean, and it's very reliable too, as long as you don't want to go over 50.
And all steel body, just a cute little truck. In here, a couple sold Mustangs to our right, just waiting for transport. That Mach 1, whoever bought that's going to absolutely love that car. Same thing with our little S code. Really nice quality Mustangs.
And that Duster is such a nice car. Drop the price on the Duster a little bit. Maybe that'll move it a little. How about these two? 1969 Chevelle and a 1968 GTO. Both are turnkey drivers. Everything works and they handle the road awesome.
That's an awfully nice looking car. So is our 67 Impala Super Sport, big block, 4-speed, original paint, original low mileage car. Just, you don't often find something like that with original paint that's this nice.
Last but not least here is the 1967 Buick Grand Sport. This is a 400, numbers matching 400. Runs and drives great, red line tires, great color combination. Timmy redid the seats front and back. I'm kind of surprised this one's still on our lot, to be honest with you.
Then if you want a trailer queen, we got one. This 1959 Ford Skyliner retractable.
Show underneath on this one real quick, D.
Just all show quality, white, painted body color. And the exterior paint's like perfect too.
This is a super, super high dollar restoration. The 428 Mustang's getting a new clutch. Hopefully that'll show up this week. All right, let's see what's going on in the shop, should we?
So in the check-in department, we got a little Porsche and a 65 Impala that Chad kind of hinted towards earlier.
Yeah, I can't get it down right now, but underneath the hood of this is a 409 dual quad with vintage air, and the air works awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, that car, I wish was a little lower because underneath the hood's awesome. It's got a white interior. Another beautiful color. I love like the blues and turquoises on any of these old muscle cars.
You can't beat them. Dual exhaust. That's a nice car. How about this? This is something we don't get in very often. It's a little 914 Porsche. Again, another oddball car, but you know, if things are clean and they run good and drive good, you know, we'll buff them up and sell them.
Yeah, heck yeah. Yeah, this is pretty neat. This was a 2-owner car. Grandpa was telling me he went out and bought it. The first and the second owner were best friends. We ended up buying it from the second owner. It's got original interior.
One of my good friends from high school was his father-in-law's car. That's kind of why I got involved in it. Usually, you know, these cars aren't my expertise, but we'll check it out.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what happens.
Maybe we'll be the new Midwest Porsche dealer.
Ooh, yeah. This Chevelle.
I had to replace the steering column on 2 cars. They were just a little funky. So I got 2 new steering columns. They both showed up. This one and a 69 Camaro black out front. So this is going to be nice. LS car. We've spent a ton of money and a ton of time on this already.
Yeah, I'm excited to finally see it done, but it's got a Dakota digital dash. Going to be an awesome car.
Just takes time on some of these. We got about 9 or 10 other ones that are all checked in. Awesome muscle cars. But by the time we finally go through them and make them Coyote Classics ready to sell, it just takes time.
This is a sold ticket the boys are working on.
Ryan got on this sold ticket this morning. It had a nasty power steering leak. We kind of got lucky, just one of the seals in the back of the lines, but we had to take the pump out to get at it. So he's going to go ahead and finish this one, and hopefully that'll be ready to go. I think we mentioned this the other day on the hoist. So here's what we have to do. This really sucks too.
This car was a screamer too, with nitrous hookup. And
we took this for a drive. Everything was great. Get it up on the hoist. And the check-in process, the guys found that there was a small hole that somebody had fixed on the oil pan with a bunch of goober and stuff, and it was just leaking and dripping. So we had to pull the freaking whole motor out just to take the pan off, replace the pan, and then put it all back. So people don't understand the time and cost that it takes to fix one little issue.
Yeah, exactly.
As small as a drip on the freaking oil pan.
Yeah.
This one here, again, more work. It was missing a piece of trim. We replaced that. Still trying to figure out, you know, somebody replaced the intake and carburetor. So we're trying to get that shaker hood system to fit on there correctly. Replace the air compressor. You know, there's a few problems with wiring. So look what happens. Got to tear the dash out, right? So little by little, all these cars just suck up a lot of hours. But this one will be ready for the website, hopefully here at the end of the week.
Thank you for watching this week's dealership tour.
I hope everyone liked this lineup of muscle cars this week.
And as always, if you enjoy the video, make sure you hit the subscribe button and comment down below what your favorite car was in this video. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next test drive.